Now on CoastTV News.
Shots fired at Sussex Central, and we have the new information about a student who is now facing felony charges. Seat security, the change to Maryland special elections, and is making its way through the General Assembly in Annapolis.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick, and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And we're going to lead off with weather. We currently have gray and wet conditions. This is a live look at Laurel as we operate under a first alert weather day. We're going right to our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trihey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. We do have a first alert weather day, not necessarily for what's happening now. We've got some rain and wind now. It's later this evening with a stronger cold front, but clouds and radar right now indicating a lot of light rain across the area, across Delaware right now. You get into some of these deeper green colors, and that is some heavier rain, maybe moderate rain back into Salisbury, Gumboro, up into the Millsboro area. But everybody's seeing rain in some capacity right now. The Eastern Shore also seeing it as we're seeing this rain shifting from west to east. It's essentially along a warm front right now, but we're watching this cold front back to the west, now triggering a line of showers and storms from Tennessee into the Ohio Valley, and that will continue to advance to the east. Out ahead of that front, it is warm. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s, even some 50s along the coast, so we could rise a couple more degrees out there with southwesterly winds around 15 to 25 miles per hour, but several places like Salisbury and Georgetown are gusting over 30 miles per hour. So this afternoon, hit and miss showers, temperatures in the 60s. The more concentrated, heavier rain starts to build in this evening with the cold front, and essentially a rainy evening on the way. Day part forecast is rainy and windy, but note the wind shift by 8 p.m. I'll have much more on the impacts of this cold front, the first alert weather day, and a return to winter-like temperatures as we go into your Thursday. That's coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Bob. And new this morning, as you first saw on the CoastTV News app, a 15-year-old Sussex Central student facing 5 felony charges in connection to a shooting on school property Tuesday night. According to Delaware State Police, troopers responded to the school just before 9 p.m. There they found shell casings in the school's parking lot. This was during a high school basketball playoff game. Through video cameras, they were able to identify the student who turned themselves in. The student is committed to Stevenson House Detention Center on an $82,000 secured bond. And we are about to complete only the second month of this calendar year, and what happened Tuesday night at Sussex Central? It's the latest troubling situation at our schools. In January, Mardella Middle and High School received several bomb threats. Earlier this month, 18-year-old Traquan Worthy was arrested. He claims he phoned in the threats to get a friend out of school. On January 17th, a 17-year-old was arrested for bringing a handgun to Cape Henlopen High School. And 1 week later, an 18-year-old student at Indian River was arrested after 2 folding knives were found in a backpack. We have an update on a story that we've been covering for the past couple of days. The Delaware Department of Justice plans to appeal a recent Superior Court ruling on early voting and the permanent absentee voter law. The court ruled that the laws violated the state constitution, which says elections must be held on a specific day. The Democrat-controlled General Assembly has passed measures to expand early voting and have permanent absentee voting. The department says the recent court decision does not affect the upcoming April 2nd presidential primary, but could influence future elections if upheld. Elections in Maryland also could change, specifically special elections. On Tuesday, the state Senate approved a measure that would allow people who are appointed to vacancies in the state legislature to keep their seats in the first 2 years of a term. This is being considered because roughly 25% of its 188 members were initially appointed to their seats instead of being elected by the voters. It now moves to the House, and if approved there, it will go on the ballot in the November election. Drivers in Ocean View be on the lookout for some lane closures. DelDOT says Muddy Neck Road from Garfield Parkway to Atlantic Avenue will have closures. Double Bridges Road from Bayard Road to Muddy Neck Road will have closures as well. All of this so some work can be done on paving. DelDOT says the work should be completed by May 1st. Happening now, Hunter Biden appearing for a closed-door deposition in Washington. It's part of the impeachment inquiry into his father, President Joe Biden. The interview came together after months of public sniping, political stunts, and the threat of criminal contempt charges and hardball negotiations. Two congressional committees are leading the impeachment inquiry. The probe is heavily focused on Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings, including communist China, and money funneled to Biden family members. Chalk up another state for both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump, each winning the Michigan primary of their respective parties. A traditional Democrat stronghold, Michigan has become a key battleground state. Biden beat Trump in the 2020 election by 150,000 votes, but Trump defeated Hillary Clinton in 2016 by nearly 11,000 votes. Up next, it is Super Tuesday, and that's less than a week away. Voters in more than a dozen states and one U.S. territory will hold their presidential primaries on March 5th. Still ahead, bands at the beach. We have the big names act scheduled to perform at this year's Oceans Calling Festival in September. Coast TV News Midday returns after this.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now?
That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Deal. Or no deal. Welcome to the banker's private island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
Money! The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history. Yeah! Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
A pallet village for the homeless and questions about just what to do with the old police station. Two things that are up for discussion at a workshop tonight in Milford. One of the proposed locations for the new homeless housing is right behind the new police station. That workshop begins at 6 p.m. It is at City Hall. We now know some of the big acts that will perform later this year at the Oceans Calling Festival in Ocean City. We're talking about Blink-182, The Killers, Dave Matthews Band. Those are some of the acts that will perform. The festival includes over 40 acts, and there will be cooking shows by famous chefs and access to local food vendors at the festival. Tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., and people will still have access to the Ocean City Boardwalk during the festival. The festival runs from September 27th to the 29th. Staying in Ocean City, the town is considering converting tennis courts at 61st Street into pickleball courts. It's an old facility, and now the town wants to invest over $1 million into this project. That includes a new building, court surface, fencing, lighting, and more. They want new courts ready for the summer. The town says they need money approved to get the project under contract for a May or June start.
We're seeing gray skies right now in Lewis on our Tunlin Razor Cam. Showers across the area. It's windy. We're seeing temperatures in the 60s. We'll continue to see the showers into the afternoon. It is a first alert weather day. It continues with heavier rain and wind building in this evening as a cold front moves in. We'll see heavier rain and gusty winds right along that front. I'll break down the impacts and have the timing on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
Cheers to 50 years of the Players. Here's to the jaw-dropping Eagles, 60-foot birdies,
Better than most.
and that one pesky seagull. Here's to making an entrance, making a statement,
It's not a shot you practice.
and making a splash. All at the PGA Tour's gold standard, the Players' Championship on NBC and Peacock.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
Needless to say, a rather gloomy Wednesday across Delmarva. Here's our gutter helmet cam and ocean view. Gray slate skies. We've got the showers and we've got the breezy conditions as well. You're a little cooler along the coast. The temperatures in the 50s, but elsewhere we're in the 60s. Remember to scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Important to have that app as we have the stormy weather moving through during the course of the day. Interactive radar, and that radar is busy right now. You can see the showers all across Delaware and a good chunk of Delmarva right now. Some of that heavier rain right up US 13 from Seaford into Andrewsville. Also around Long Neck, you're seeing some heavier showers, and to the north as well. And the deeper green, that's indicating some of the heavier rain around Salisbury back to Pittsville and all the way back to the coast. And the eastern shore also seeing the showers from Denton back through Easton and Cambridge as well. Maybe a little break farther to the west, but more showers back across the I-95 corridor and back into Virginia as well. As we have a warm front that's lifting through right now, the focus for those showers, nothing in the way of thunderstorms, and we've got more of these showers back through Virginia. And then here's the cold front we've been talking about. This is dividing spring-like air from winter-like air behind it, and out ahead of it we've got a line of severe thunderstorms from the deep south, Tennessee Valley into western PA. I don't think they'll be severe by the time they get here, but you'll definitely know when this cold front arrives as we go into the evening. And the other side of this front, it is winter cold and even some lake effect snow across Michigan. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s right now, mid 60s from Salisbury to Millsboro and into Milton. I think we could creep up another couple degrees as we've got some cooler 50s along the coast, and winds sustained 10, 20, 25 miles per hour, now gusting to 35 in Georgetown, 37 in Salisbury, 25 in Greenwood. They could be gusting over 40 as we go into the afternoon, as we continue to see the showers moving in. Here's 2 p.m. Still kind of wet, windy, and mild. 3 o'clock, seeing the showers. Now, here comes the front. Later this afternoon into this evening, the rain picks up. Not expecting widespread flooding, but some local flooding is certainly possible as this front moves on through with some heavier rain and maybe some rumbles of thunder as well. And that's when we could see those winds maybe gusting over 40 miles per hour. 7, 8 p.m. we're in that heavier rain. Millsboro back through Ocean City and Fenwick Island. And then the heavy rain moves offshore by 9, still hanging on to some of that rain. But then look at the temperatures beginning to tank around 11 o'clock, falling through the 40s into the 30s. By Thursday morning, freezing. And then by the afternoon, lots of sunshine, but temperatures only into the lower 40s as we'll see those winds gusting over 40 miles per hour at times. Make sure those outdoor items are secure and brought inside. And then the front sweeps through, and we're looking at those strong northwesterly winds. And then they should start to back off as we go into Thursday evening. Not a ton of rain, maybe about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain. But look at these, feels like temperatures falling back through the 30s and feeling like 20s as we go into tomorrow morning, and then 30s as we go into tomorrow evening. 67 this afternoon, rain and wind could be heavy at times. Tonight, 30, those temperatures just plummeting with those strong winds, and then 43 on your Thursday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Back to 52 on Friday, partly cloudy skies. By Saturday, well, more rain showers, 58, 60 by Sunday, and then 50s and lower 60s, looking dry for the start of next week.
All right, thank you, Bob. And for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones. Bob talked about it just a few minutes ago. There's that QR code once again. That way you can get the First Alert Weather app, and you can download that app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Coming up, Tacoma trouble, the reason Toyota is recalling its popular pickup truck. Coast TV News Midday is back in a moment.
Happy Wednesday, Delmarva. Here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
We've got a big kitchen reveal with the upgrade that some locals won thanks to our friends at Paul Davis Restoration.
And we are so excited to introduce you to a local teacher who also just got awarded a fellowship. He is going to be writing a lot of books that you can read. So excited to talk to him.
Are you a vegetarian? No. Someone you love a vegetarian? We want to celebrate with a festival coming to Rehoboth Beach. We're going to get some details on that as well.
All that and more today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
Danish here as our first duo coaches.
2, it's a lot better than 1.
Boys.
Oh my goodness.
They're in a duo.
Let's go!
But I have a 3 hat. This is not fair. I need a partner to help me.
Unbelievable. Let's unplug this thing.
Big team legend! It's so distracting.
The Voice, all new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Shadow. I know I used to be crazy. That's 'cause I used to be young. Dance the night away.
1025 WBOC.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go! It's time to go racing! Here we go! Oh! We have a car up and over!
IndyCar from the streets of St. Petersburg, March 10th on NBC and Peacock.
From inside Iran, from Israel, from Florida, from Lewiston, Maine. Part of our continued reporting. This is what a country in war looks like. Women, children. What is it like? Countless neighborhoods across the region that look just like this. Everybody good? Get took for all this damage to his
Toyota is recalling about 381,000 Tacoma trucks. That's due to a part that can be separated from the rear axle. The recall covers some 2022 and 2023 model years. According to Toyota, the recall involves welding debris left on the ends of the axles that can cause some bolts to loosen, even fall off over time, and that can affect stability and brake performance. Customers will be notified by mail in late April if their vehicle is included in this recall. Wendy's CEO says the popular fast food chain will begin testing surge pricing by next year. What that means is that prices for Wendy's menu items could change depending on time, location, and demand. Earlier this month, CEO Kirk Tanner told investors of the plan, which is part of a more extensive overhaul expected to begin in 2025. The company will spend $20 million to roll out digital menu boards to all U.S. company-owned restaurants by the end of next year. Still ahead, younger diagnosis, the trend with colorectal cancer, and signs to help you detect it. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
You ready for this?
We are gathered here today to celebrate the union of Casey and Sylvie Brett. No matter how far you go, we'll always be your home.
You okay treating an old buddy?
He has lung cancer, but he won't get treatment.
I'm trying to leave, man.
Move!
He's been missing 3 hours.
The MO matches the previous abductions. Boy!
Who the hell are you?
Chicago Wednesday, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long, only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
.93.5 The Beach.
Give it up for our coaches! For the first time, we have more than one country coach.
I'm just going to beat them anyways.
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Adults across the U.S. are being diagnosed with colorectal cancer at younger ages. Mandy Gaither talks with a colorectal cancer survivor on signs to watch out for, how to speak up about his symptoms potentially that saved his life.
Will Triplett says he was in great shape, was busy running a business and being a dad, but at age 43 noticed blood a couple of times when he went to the bathroom.
Told my primary care physician about it. He didn't think it was any big deal. But he was going to schedule me a colonoscopy anyway.
The pandemic postponed his procedure, and Triplett says his symptoms persisted, once even sending him to the emergency room. When he finally got a colonoscopy, he was told he had stage 3 rectal cancer.
Saying I could have had it for years and not known it, considering I didn't have any other symptoms until late 2019.
According to a study published in June by the National Institutes of Health, the 4 signs more commonly reported in people who develop colorectal cancer are abdominal pain, rectal bleeding, diarrhea, and iron deficiency anemia.
Colorectal cancer is always thought to be a disease of older people,
However, we know that age is not the only factor that contributes to this, and we're seeing a rise in patients in their 30s and 40s across the United States.
Dr. Matthew Kalady with Ohio State's Comprehensive Cancer Center says colonoscopies save lives. For those at average risk, it's now recommended you get the procedure at age 45.
Colonoscopy prevents cancer from happening and also detects cancer at a much earlier stage and gives you a much better outcome.
3 years since surgery and triplets now cancer-free. He says to speak up if symptoms show up, no matter your age.
It's all about early detection.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Our first alert weather day continues for rain and wind. Looking kind of cloudy in Salisbury and our Spicer Brothers Camp 64. More rain and wind the rest of the day. It gets more intense this evening with a cold front, so you want to take care for sure. Another way to get your forecast is picking up your phone, calling the First Alert weather line. Call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. I'll have your roller coaster 10-day forecast after the break.
I am proud to lead our personal injury and nursing home neglect practices, but that's not all we do. Call my partners Heidi Gilmore and Michelle Lenz for your real estate needs. For your land use and government issues, call Glenn Mandalis and John Pardee, and Kevin Baird and Barbara Danberg for estate plans. We also litigate medical malpractice cases, construction disputes, contract cases, and class actions. Check out our practice areas on our website, Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, Federico. Right lawyers, right now.
Villa Sorrento invites you and your family to join us for some of Delmarva's best authentic Italian cuisine. Experience the aroma of warm bread served at your table in a cozy atmosphere. Try seafood pescatore or pasta with grandma's gravy. Our New York style pizza and strombolis are a local's favorite. Top it off with cocktails, wine, and dessert. So for great food, good wine, great friends, good times, Villa Sorrento. That's amore. That's a nice.
Simplify your kitchen with a pull-out trash can, organized spice rack, or sliding shelves.
At Paul Davis, we designed your kitchen to work with your life.
And Paul Davis won't tear out your kitchen, so you don't have to worry about months of disruption. And you'll save money.
Instead, let us reface your kitchen cabinets in the latest style and color in just 3 days.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
We'll come see you as soon as tomorrow or visit our new showroom in Salisbury.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law and Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Rainy and windy heading into the afternoon. Keep that umbrella handy. It might actually be tough to handle that umbrella with these gusty winds that will gust over 40 miles per hour. That rain becoming more intense as we go into the evening hours with that cold front. So really be careful out there. That will be the most intense part of this first alert weather day. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Winter is back on Thursday. 43 with sunshine, very cold, but then a nice recovery into the weekend. Showers on Saturday, 60 on Sunday, and more showers next week, and still spring-like temperatures. All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you for being with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Wednesday, everybody.